Welcome, Capricorn, to the Temple of Consciousness. Please come in. You are now invited to attend your July 2024 Astrology Tarot Forecast. My name is Ava. I'm going to be your oracle. This is a reading that's relevant to you. If your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Capricorn. So again, this reading is in two parts. The first part will be, I'll be talking a little bit about what I believe are or is the most important astrological aspect influencing the month. And then we'll do a 4-card spread reading with the tarot and try to tie the two together as a narrative. So before we begin, I've been taking a moment before the reading to speak to you directly, because many of you have been with me for a long time, 8 years, and I've been absent for 6 months. And so if you haven't heard, I was trying in those 6 months to take the channel in a new direction, because I'm also very involved in health and wellness, holistic healing. And I was going to partner with a good friend of mine who has a lot of credentials in this field. And our partnership, I was relying on our partnership for much of what I think would be the necessary authority to present such important subjects. But it all fell apart, unfortunately. My friend had some unforeseen family things that she had to attend to. So it just didn't happen. And the reason that I even wanted to take it in a new direction was because I was, as I told everyone else, I was feeling a little bit, intimidated by the enormous flood of tarot channels that have come on board in the last few years. I've been reading for 8 years on YouTube and over 40 years in my private life, professionally. So I realized that what I was being shown is that I had to come back and try again and not give up and just not pay attention to the goings-on in the rest of the YouTube world. So that's what I'm going to do. And I thank everyone who's welcomed me back and has encouraged me. And so I appreciate that very much. I'd like to start the reading with the sound of healing. I've been selling these tuning forks on YouTube, on my channel, for 4 years now. Since I've been absent for the last 6 months, I've stopped selling them. I may reinstate it, but I do have 2 videos I made that have meditations that incorporate the sound of the tuning forks. So if you're interested in receiving the healing of the tuning forks plus the healing of guided meditation, I have one for chronic pain, and I have another one for self-empowerment. So there's also a link to my channel, my website, grandcentralhealing.com, where you can purchase a private reading if you would like. These are the ways that I have provided to support this channel. So let's begin your reading with the sound of healing. Mars, the planet of energy, dynamic energy, fiery energy, volatile, aggressive energy, is moving through 2 houses in your chart in July. It moves through the 5th house until the 20th of July. Then it moves into your 6th house. So it's Mars in Taurus and Mars in Gemini. When Mars transits a sign and a house, it enlivens that sector of your chart. The 5th house, you'll be happy to know, is the house of pleasure, the creative arts, children, play, which is a part of the creative process, is to learn how to let go and play. Capricorns can be, you know that there was a list of the greatest comedians in the world, and most of them were Capricorn. Capricorn has a great sense of humor. They know how to have fun, but they're also workaholics. So I think that in July, the universe is asking you to enjoy yourself, to let the creative juices flow, to enjoy your children, or to put more energy into children generally. You're funneling, infusing this sector with enormous passion, bold, dynamic energy. It feels that because this is in Taurus, you might be a little bit stubborn, because Taurus is a stubborn sign. And now that you've got Mars under your heels, it's much easier for you to engage in the subject matter, the topic of this sector, again, which is creativity, children, play, joy. It's July. You need to get out there in the sun, have some fun, enjoy the summer. That's the primary incentive that Mars is giving you. It's a beautiful placement, especially now that it's the summer and everything is cooperating with this sense of growth and joy and energy. Then, after the 20th, it moves into your 6th house. of health, of work, of labor, of the everyday goings-on tasks associated with work or your health. It energizes this sector. So you might be paying more attention to self-maintenance, diet, exercise, visiting your holistic physician, getting a checkup, putting energy into maintaining your immune system, because the 6th house is about your immune system, to rev up, to empower your immune system. This is what Mars is instigating. It's also your work. So very much there is the possibility that you are rewarded for very hard work. And as I said, Capricorns are workaholics. So of course, this isn't helping that situation. So by the end of the month, the last 10 days or so, maybe there's a huge work project. You pour yourself into your work. You focus into your work. And Gemini is the sign of communication. So it could also mean that within the work environment or within the health realm of your life, there's more discussion, more conversation, more communication. But what I see is that since these two houses are so different, that you might have to do a kind of balancing act between your personal life, your personal growth, and your professional life and growth. So it's a delicate balance between the two, and that is, I believe, how the month plays out on an astrological level. So now we're ready for your tarot forecast. But let me take a few moments just to shuffle a bit. I get a little bit of disorder into the cards. These are the most difficult cards to shuffle because they're so large, but they need to be large so you can see them. So one more. Here we go. All right. So let's split the cards, and that's it. There you go. We're ready. In the position of the overall energetic mood, energetic theme of the month via the tarot, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And you ladies out there are represented as a Capricorn by the Queen of Pentacles. She's considered to be the sort of the human equivalent to the Empress. The Empress represents Mother Nature. She is she represents motherhood, wise parenting. And remember, Mars is moving through your 5th house of children. So it could be that you are nurturing, protecting, and in a way, disciplining also children. Making sure that those that are in your care, be they children, your husband, or your co-workers, are nurtured, cared for from a loving and compassionate motivation. I always think of her as Martha Stewart, just the most savvy CEO of a company. I mean, she went to jail, and it didn't even faze her, you know. She's cool as a cucumber, and she's a domestic goddess. So she can run both worlds, her domestic world and her, again, professional world, equally well. So that is what is really happening, according even to the astrological forecast. Mars in these two houses of play, of pleasure, of creativity, children, and work, guarding your health. The Queen of Pentacles cares for herself, her health, her well-being, and she wants to be very comfortable. She loves luxury. She's in a very natural environment of abundant growth. Nature is at its peak around her. So here we are in July, when nature is at its peak. She's very sensual. She's the most sensual queen. So then she becomes the perfect lover, the perfect wife, the perfect boss. One can't get any more perfect than that. And Capricorns are often that. They take everything to a new level of perfection. It's in your nature. It's to be admired, really. So, let's move on to the second position. And the second position is the position of what will challenge you, what you have to overcome. And we have a Cups card. Cups are about feelings, emotions. And it is the Four of Cups. Here we have an image of someone who is seated underneath what we call a meditation tree, a Bodhi tree. But everything is crossed. And he is being offered something from a cloud. But he doesn't seem at all interested or satisfied with this free gift. The challenge is to defy and to overcome your apathy, fatigue, disinterest, disappointment. It's about appreciating what you have and not what you don't have. And enlivening something in you. Again, Mars in the 6th house and in the 5th house is to bring energy into the creative process and into your work, and maybe bringing the two together so that you can rid yourself of this, if you have apathy. It's one of the worst psychological states you can be in. It's boredom, being bored with things as they are, with what you have, with what is. That presents a barrier to happiness, fulfillment, and emotional satisfaction. So that's your challenge, Capricorn. In the position of the unexpected, the surprise element. Well, this is no surprise because we've just discussed the planetary transits of Mars through the 5th and the 6th. This is the balancing of your personal life with your professional life. This is a juggler. In fact, it is about juggling. I may have even alluded to this. Strangely enough, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is literally about keeping things up in the air, 2 different situations, 2 different relationships, 2 different jobs, 2 different children, 2 husbands, 1 ex, hopefully. Juggling. And it's since we have Mars moving into the 5th until the 20th, this is a much more relaxed, easygoing kind of energy, even when Mars is there, because it's the house of pleasure, and it's in Taurus. Taurus is a slow, easy-moving symbol. Step by step, enjoying every moment, seeping yourself in luxury, comfort, and just letting go of all stress and tension. Then, at the end of the month, you literally, it's almost as if someone shot a gun off and the horses take off. You take off running. And it's in Gemini, so there's a lot of communication. Emails, phone calls, every which kind of communication possible. You're doing a lot of talking. And again, it could be about your health. You're bringing your health to a higher level. And you may have to do a lot of work to accomplish that. Put effort into your health and well-being, your diet, exercise. These are the kinds of things that you'll be balancing and juggling, but you manage to do so, to absolutely not tip over, and just to keep it going. So you're going to enjoy this energy after that long period of almost, as we said, boredom, or this kind of easygoing, summery, beautiful energy. All right. That is what is unexpected. Lots of energy. Maybe I forgot to mention that often what is experienced is that financially you're seeking balance, in that as much money that seems to come in also seems to go out. And I believe the reason for that is for the exquisite taste of the Queen of Pentacles. She likes everything first grade, luxury, the best. And the best often costs money. So just heads up, don't get too carried away. Because the Queen of Pentacles, though she loves luxury, she's also very pragmatic and practical. So you'll be able to find that sweet point right in the middle where you're just kind of managing your finances and giving you the best possible summer of your whole life. Let's see how it ends. Oh, it's so beautiful. So here it is how it ends. We have the 10 of Cups, depicting a happy family with an array of 10 cups in a rainbow above them. 2 children, the 5 of the 5th house, forgive me, the 5th house of children, of joy, of family unity, of creative energy. Cups are about creativity. And the 10 is the very last card of the suit. So you come to the end of a long journey of creativity. And so by the end of the month, there's a sense of completion of something. And the joy of intimacy, the joy of loving family, loving children, and a well-managed work environment in which there's true empathy and true emotional sharing, even in your work. This eases then the stress and the tension of perhaps having a lot of work to do. Children also can be quite a handful. So this is what you might be dealing with, but there's no card in the deck more emblematic of pure blessings from heaven than this card. It'll be a magnificent July for you, Capricorn. I wish you all the best. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, helping me out to get the word out to the algorithms that I'm back. And please, if in any way you can help support these readings, I have links below that will take you to my website or to a direct donation point. I thank you so much, and I will see you next month. All my love. Namaste.